Hello, TOC Town. This is Lady Nick, your social media red guide. It's so good to be back locally in Chicago and blogging and updating you on my planner. So, most of you that have been following the blogs have been noticing that I've been on the no spin. I say that with hesitation because the actual date, quote unquote, is not until Tuesday, which is September 20th. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to sail by, and definitely accomplish one more thing that I've learned about myself during this planner season. But Tuesday is not here yet, so I say that with hesitation. But in the meantime, I wanted to go ahead and give you an in-depth look at my Evernote Moleskine business notebook. I need to remember how it's properly called in case you want to pick up one yourself. So before I go into that, let me just note that my first Pilot G2 pen has officially gone out of ink. I will be switching to another refill, which this is the original one I had in my day runner. So in case you didn't see it, it has a stylus on the end, which is great for when I'm using my tablet and my phone. And the tip is just a refill. So it's not the original one. It's a Sabanis, I think I'm pronouncing it correct, pen. The original was a fountain pen, but it was so hard trying to find a replacement for this. We just picked up the Pilot G2 refillables and it works perfectly. So this is the pen that I'm going to be using for the rest of the duration of this no spin, as well as into 2017. So I think I have a couple more cartridges left. Okay, to dive back into this, I've already done one brief overview, but I just wanted to let you know I really like this book. The quality in this book is, I think, excellent and better than what I expected. So let me go through why I like this book, and then you can decide for yourself if you want to pick up one. I picked it up like I mentioned before. Of course, I'll link the preview in the comment section down below, where I picked it up at Staples. I had a coupon for it, so you had to order it online in order to receive the discount, but in order to save on shipping, I had it shipped to the store. So I don't remember how much it cost, but I'll include all the original information in the link down below. Like I mentioned before, I really like this Harlequin pattern on the front of the book. It really makes it distinctive. That way, even if I have it, at a planner meetup with me, then it's easily distinguishable, because a lot of them have different patterns, but I really haven't seen this pattern on many of the video blogs. And on the inside is my social media name, as well as where to return it to, or let me know that you found it at toctown.com. In the guest guide, there's a place where you can sign in and let me know that you found it and that you'd be happy to return it to me. Okay, I added the tabs here on the side, but I think I'm going to either over laminate them or put some kind of tape on it, because as you know, after a lot of wear and tear, let me show you here, after a lot of wear and tear, they start to bend and kind of get, how do you say it, like it gets very unprofessional, if you want to say it that way, because if I'm taking this into a meeting, I'm not going to likely pull this out of my bag because of the way it appears. So hindsight, I wouldn't do this again, but foresight, I would laminate them before I do it again, so therefore it can remain sturdy. I do like the idea because it allows me to flip to the page a lot easier and the section to be highlighted. And if you can notice here also, I added washi tape and tape fetty on the beginning months so that I know exactly where each month, like September, October, will begin. So let me do another flip through for you. Of course, if you have any questions for me, please leave them in the comment section down below. All right. So on the first tab, I talk about what is an artisan, a definition of it, since I am an artisan administrator. You know how like sometimes you get an idea and you think you know the definition of it? Me, I like to look it up on Wikipedia and find out this is exactly what that word means. So you're not assuming certain things about a definition of what you're creating. This is the legitimate definition of what the word means. Next is my Sisters of the One Scribe, which is a small group. I'm trying to meet on a weekly basis with a new studio and develop some journal the journey prompts, some calendars, some online bookmarks we already had. I want to bring back a few. Of course, I'll show them in another video. But the best of all is that I want to start some journal group gatherings. So I look forward to that. The next section is marked by my Loyola University journey. I'm going back 25 years to remember some things that not only I was challenged by, but also how I was able to overcome some of the challenges that I faced throughout my years at Loyola, and to look at the progress, because 25 years, there's a lot of things that have changed. So I'd love for you to come with me on a day in the life of. I'm actually setting up a few sessions for my Patreons for some behind the scenes, update. Those that wish to, become creative content contributors and also contribute financially, I have some rewards on my Patreon page. I list the address in the section down below if you're interested also. My third section, let's see, some of these pages I just did for, ideas on how I want to lay out some of my blog ideas, some of my research weeks, what I want to remember. Because every time you see a YouTube, there's always something that you pick up, or certain channels that really tune into what you're all about. So I like to write them down in this notebook, because I'm going to be using this as my official bullet journal, according to Ryder Carroll's system. Even though I'm a little bit artsy in my style, I want to keep towards mainly what they set up as a system, because pretty much, listening to the videos and other people that talk about it, I agree with the fact that it's pretty much a to-do list, which I'm normally used to just writing it down on paper. And now you just add action points to it, like bullet points, on the side. Whereas that not only you can keep it in an orderly fashion when I need to refer back to it, but, it's progressing you forward towards whatever goal you set for yourself, not only in business, but also personally. So I'll have time to go into more of that in another video. If you have any questions for me, once again, just leave them in the section down below and I'll be glad to answer them. Okay, have you been keeping up with my hydration nation? I've been developing new recipes and coming up with new ways to stay hydrated. I love water, drink H2O all the time. But sometimes I just need I don't like to flavor my water with powdered water. I love to flavor it with the mint and the lemons and the limes that are in season. So that's another subject, but I'm going to include all the recipes in this book. Of course, my subscribers, I just want to take the time out to thank everybody that has subscribed to my channel, even decided to support me as a Patreon. 2017, 2018 is looking that much more promising as we develop the Artisan Admin Retreat Center. So look forward to some previews, some behind the scenes stuff, because we have a hall meeting coming up. This is a challenge that I wanted to participate in. And last but not least, I already have October set up for the beginning, which is October the 8th. So this video is running a little bit long, but I have so much more to share with you. Once again, my name is Lady Nick. I'm the social media red guide for toctown.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to sign in to the guest book. We're also having a pen and planner registration in the Artisan Gallery. So if you have a favorite planner that you'd like for me to talk about, if I have it in my stock, I'll update on how I use that planner. But if we need to purchase it, hopefully someone can either donate it to the Artisan Admin Retreat Center so we can all see how the planner benefits the community. But other than that, I look forward to talking with you again. Take care.